Alright, I just got the call. I know I'm late, man. But here you go. Danny from the After Prison Show, man. He's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. I don't know if he's on crack. Nah. Hey Danny, if you ever see this video, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100, man, because sometimes honesty is the best medicine, especially for somebody that don't know you from a hole in the wall, right? Now, for people that's unfamiliar with Danny, Danny story starts for me, right? When the guy named Joe runs a show called After Prison Show, right? And basically, he talks about prison things. He tries to help people and stuff like that. Real positive dude from what I can tell by looking at the show. I actually enjoy the show, right? Now, I didn't really know too much about Danny until things start popping up. And then my other YouTube blogging homeboy put me on, right? So here's how it goes, right? Danny does about 40 years. I don't know if it was straight through or it was cut up. Matter of fact, it was. It was cut up into two bids. The boy did a long ass time, right? And Joe meets Danny and he's trying to help him. Now, let me explain something. Even though we're talking about two ex-prisoners, this story plays out in life all the time, right? I did 11 years in New York State Prison, right? And my mantra is this. In my opinion, when somebody help you, when they don't need to help you, man, not to compare anybody to God, but in my book, they God. They can't be touched. You understand me? Because when you in prison, and all of us ex-prisoners know that we don't have a good time. We don't have an easy time coming home. You don't meet good people when you're in jail, man. Especially dudes when you come home try to help you and actually put a green piece of paper in your pocket. Especially dudes that will start a GoFundMe to make sure that you get right. Sometimes you run into people that just really good people. Now, when I'm looking at Danny's video, first and foremost, man, Danny, if you see this, man, that video stays, bro. That was corny. That was corny. You should, if you really have something that you want to put out there, if you feel like you were slighted or disrespected or cheated, which you was not cheated, bro. You was not cheated. And I don't know if you was depending on Joe not having receipts or whatever, but yo, Joe, big ups to you. And I'm not here to down you, Danny, right? In no kind of way, but I'm going to show you what I've noticed. And hopefully some of this stuff will help you not do the same thing in return. Because when I look at Joe's video, Joe seems like he's almost upset that he had to get rid of your ass, right? Now, your video looks staged, you know what I'm saying? And you look like you still look like a dude that's dealing with some things. You feel me? And if you are dealing with some things, you just need to deal with those things and not come at the people. That's what we do sometimes. Sometimes when things do not work out in our life, or we don't know how to get the rhythm or the mechanism of life, right? We start lashing out at the people that helped us the most. Normally the people that love us the most, because if a dude that already has a successful show or understands how to make these, you know what I mean, how to make money off or online or whatever, or however he does his thing, right? Opens up his time to you. Just because you getting views doesn't mean that that's the reason why he's messing with you. And I hear you, Danny, you saying that he had this elaborate plot against you. And a lot of times in life, it's not like that, man. Somebody just sees something, they see that they can help you, and they try to help you, man. And for you to get on this shit and say that he jerked you out of money and he plays you and it was a whole agenda, it reminds me of these, I'm not even going to say that. By you saying that, right, it's almost like a slap in the face, bro. It's like a slap. You want to know why? Because with all that money that you got, I'm pretty sure this guy he started the show with nothing. Sometimes for us, man, ex-prisoners, we stand in our own way. We can have all the blessings just put on a plate right in front of you. This is where the word recidivism comes from. Recidivism means the likelihood that you're going to come back to jail and do the same thing. And normally, this is how it plays out. Not only do you attack the people that did things for you, but you attack your girl. You know what I'm saying? Your relationships. You attack everything else except for the person that you should be attacking, right? Which is those other three fingers pointing back at you. When you point at somebody, you got three more fingers pointing back at you, you know? And from the first time he dealt with you, it was years ago. So if you say that, Danny, if you say that this man was this or that in a negative way, and you had 3 years around him, then that means that you are the weakest link, brother. You wanna know why? Cause all that time you did in jail, you can't tell people's character soon as you meet them, right? Danny says that he didn't even want to do the show. I didn't want to do the show. I didn't want to have nothing to do with that guy. He had a camera on him. Before I knew about technology, bro, wake up. Wake up. If you was any kind of smart, even with all the things that you did, right? Later for the opportunity, the friendship, the relationship, bro. These are the things that matter in life, bro. I don't care what anybody says on the comments or what do you think about my opinion. Let me tell you something like this, because I don't know all the facts, right? I only know what you said, and I can only reply to what you said and what you did. And what it seems like to me is that you try to bite the hand that fed you, bro. So I don't know if he did anything to provoke you to do this or what's going on. I just know that at this point, the best thing that you could do, right? Even if y'all never do business again together, right? There's enough people out here that like you where you could take this negative, where you take this lemon and turn it into lemonade somehow, right? And how you do that, first and foremost, is you humble yourself, man, right? You don't ever have to expect nothing from another man that you could get for yourself, bro. The same way that Joe has become successful at what he does, there's a lane for you and you don't even see it. But don't crush the opportunity before it opens itself up. I'm looking at Danny, the Holy Beast channel. You have 941 subscribers. After 3 years, you should have a bunch of subscribers, right? And you also have to allow the right energy into your life. You can't imagine, how it feels when you help somebody out and you didn't have to fucking do nothing for them. And then they shit on you, bro. Remember? Because we all felt it, bro. All right? So I'm going to tell you like this. That's my opinion, right? Danny, leave Joe alone. Joe has receipts. If you want to do anything, you should apologize to him. You should call him like a man and you should talk and really open up. Because I feel like to some point, he was your therapist in a lot of things that you dealt with. And then to have somebody give you that sort of, pat. I'm not here to be licking on Joe's balls. I don't even know that cat. And I don't know Danny neither, right? I just know that what's going on. It's very interesting for me to see that 2 ex-inmates, right? 2 ex-prisoners, excuse me. That's disrespectful. 2 ex-prisoners, right, have the opportunity to do something and then they end up clashing. All right, it's sensational in one way, but it's real corny in another way, man. Danny, don't ruin relationships, you know what I'm saying, being paranoid. I don't know if you're dealing with drugs now or you have a habit, right? But when you have that habit and you can't shake the habit, or you have the demeanor of a person that can't shake the characteristics of the habit, because sometimes you stop using drugs but you still act like a dope fiend, right? You need to figure out what the hell is going on with you. Attack those things. Show a real side to you, because there's a bunch of people out here that donated money to that real side of you. That means that there's somebody out here that don't hate you. There's people out here that's not plotting on you and stuff like that. So that's my opinion. I didn't want to really get too much. Joe has the receipts. Joe's obviously, like not at fault with this. I don't know every single thing, because you never know, right? But I know for the most part that he put up a real honest, and I think a good effort at trying to help somebody out. I don't know how these millions of views translate into $1, but never watch another man's pocket. If he give you something that he started for you and you got your cut, you should be happy with that. Never bite the hand that feeds you, and never be too humble to say when you're wrong. If you're wrong, man. It's nothing with fixing relationships up. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes a lot of people end up going for the guy that look like the bad guy that turns into the good guy. Turn into the good guy somehow. Show us something different, man. Like get up on this, man. If you I pray that you see this video. I pray that you get this honest opinion, man. Because I could sit on this joint and cap at you and disrespect, And I think that online they're doing enough waking your ass up. You need to be woken up, man. And this is a wake up call, brother. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate you out here. I don't know you. You know, do something good with the attention that you got right now, brother. Peace.